I have tried to make this several times in the past, but I never kept up with it. Hopefully this time, it's different. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, and today we are going to be starting a sourdough starter. I have always been interested in, making our own bread, and I used to do it in the past with just normal yeast, but we would eat that bread like as soon as I would make it, it would be gone. So I kind of stopped doing that for a while because it was so labor intensive and it took a lot of time. But I've kind of wanted to get back into that, and I wanted to do it this time with using a sourdough starter. Using a sourdough starter, it has a lot more health benefits, for your gut, and because of it being fermented. And there's just so many cool things that you can make with this sourdough starter, and it's something that I want to start learning and to take on. So this week, or for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be working on building this sourdough starter. And as I've said before in the introduction of this video, I have tried doing this sourdough starter several times, and I would do good the first couple of days, and then I would just complete forget, like to feed and discard. So I am actually going to be setting an alarm on my phone to remind me to get it done, because I want bread. The next couple of weeks, it's going to take about 14 days for us to build up this starter to have it ready so we could start using it to make bread. But really, it's going to be the first couple of days we're going to be feeding, and then after the first couple of days of feeding, using flour and water, then we're going to be every day discarding half and then feeding. Discard, feed, discard, feed, discard, feed. So that's going to be kind of our jam for these next couple of weeks. I don't have a specific recipe. I'm just going off of what my sister has told me. My sister used to do sourdough starters and making a lot of bread until she learned she was gluten-free. I think she's even trying to learn how to do a starter using gluten-free flour. But anyways, what she basically said, what you're going to do is you're going to be adding equal parts water and flour. Now to get this started, I've already put in a half cup of water into my jar. So I'm going to add a half cup. I probably could use a funnel. I don't think I have one though, so this is going to be fun. Hold on a second. We're going to see what we got. Okay, so I need to add a funnel to my shopping list. So we're just gonna make a mess. How's that? Lots of mess. Lots of mess. Maybe it won't be so bad. You know what? Just do it. Just wow. Whew. That's no good. Okay, so after making a big mess, I have equal parts water and flour, and we are going to mix that up. You do not want to use metal, so I got a wooden spoon, so we're going to just use this to kind of stir it up. I do not know why you are not allowed to use metal, but I'm just doing what my sister tells me to do, because I am a rule follower. Is that all we got to do? So we're just going to cover it with a paper towel, put a little rubber band on it, and there we go. We are good to go until tomorrow, and tomorrow will be day 2 where we're just going to feed it again. Good morning everyone, it is day 2, and my reminder on my phone reminded me that it is time to feed my starter. Now remember, for day 2 we are just feeding it, we're not discarding anything, and then from days 3 through 14 we're going to discard and feed. No mess today. Remember, equal parts flour, equal parts water. Mixy, mixy, mixy. I think she said, my sister said, you want to make sure that it always has kind of like a pancake batter consistency. Or put the paper towel back on top. And that's it. Oh, it's starting to get bubbly. Oh, we're halfway there. Why do we call money dough? Because we all need it. Oh, it smells like nail polish remover. So I just checked online and they said if your sourdough starter smells like acetone or nail polish remover, that it means that it is over fermenting. So they said you might have to give it some extra feedings during the day. I don't know. So I'm going to do an extra discard and feed and all of that today to try and help make this go away. But they say that it's normal and it's not harmful. So that's what it says online. So we're just going to go with it. Good morning, everyone. So what I'm going to do today to break up the monotony is I'm actually going to transfer some of my starter from this jar into a nice clean jar, because I'm having a hard time being able to tell like how high it's rising, because I won't know it's ready until the dough is like doubled in size. So I'm going to try moving the starter from this into this clean jar and feed it, and we're going to keep a time on it to see how much it rises, so that way we know exactly whenever it's ready. Now we're just gonna keep an eye on it and see if it doubles. This is the rise after about 8 hours. We're getting there. Good morning, everybody. I figured I was going to take a minute just to kind of talk about my little sourdough experience. Nobody told me that your sourdough starter gets a personality all on its own. Mine has one. It's stubborn. That's what it is. It's stubborn and it's hungry. I can't get it to rise double in size. And the most I can get it to rise, like right now, it's about that high above my rubber band. I mean, granted, I haven't fed it since about 8 o'clock last night, But I mean, it's still, since I started feeding it 2 times a day, it no longer smells, you know, like that acetone smell. I mean, it smells like bread. We got good bubbles. It smells like bread. It's just taking longer than the 14 days for it to double in size. So I'm just gonna keep at it until it's ready, and then once it gets ready, I'm going to start. I think I'm going to do a challenge for me, just a whole week of using the sourdough starter every day for a week, so that way I can kind of like get in the habit of using it and try some new recipes, just to, you know, I mean, I made this starter. I mean, I'm not gonna just not use it, right? I have done very well. My little reminder on my phone has been very helpful. I have not missed a day. I have not missed a feeding, and that is good. I think that once I do get this starter good and established, I'm going to start moving it to the fridge so I don't have to feed it as often. But yeah, so far it's going good, and just stay tuned for an upcoming video for once this is ready, and I'll post that video showing how I use this starter and the different recipes that you can make with it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. I didn't start recording.